Welcome to Ceramic Bead Making with Earth Nocturne. This is forming by hand part 4, and we're going to make some pinched pendants today. First is a pinched disc pendant. This is an easy way to form a pendant rather than rolling out a slab, which we'll look at in a later video. You'll take a small ball of clay, flatten it with your fingers, and as you rotate it, pinch down. And you'll see as it flattens out, you'll be getting a round shape. They won't come out perfectly round this way, but it's better sometimes not to have a perfect piece to make it look like it is handmade. And now I'm keeping all the walls even. I've waited until the clay has set up until leather hard to form the hole with a drill bit. You can form the hole earlier with a knitting needle or an embossing tool with a rounded tip. I'll use a knitting needle just to smooth out the hole, and a wax dauber here to clean off the excess around the hole. You can also use a rib or a knife to remove that excess clay. Now we'll form a rolled disc pendant or bead using a disc that we just rolled. We'll take a knitting needle or dowel, some other round object or tool, and just roll the disc around until it reaches the other side and start pinching it into one another. You can use slip to secure it more, which is just water and clay. That is slip, but you don't really need it here. I'm going to flatten it so that it hangs better on a chain, and afterwards you'll see I'm smoothing out the ends and then using a knitting needle to go in, and I'm poking those to make sure that the clay stays together. That helps. And also use the knitting needle to smooth out the inside of the seam. Last is a pinched side drilled pendant. This is an easy way to make a pendant with a built-in bail. I'll take a rolled ball, and then as you see, I'll form the top by pinching in a rectangular shape while pushing down on the larger portion to form the circular part or the rounded part. I'll speed it up a bit here. Just little by little you'll see it forming rather than pushing it all at once. And you can keep better control of the shape. I'm just making sure the walls are even all around. And then I'm getting a nice rounded shape with my thumb and forefinger. And after a while, you'll see that it's ready to have a hole pierced in the side. And this is easy to put on a chain afterwards without having to do any wire work or jump rings. Here I'm using a knitting needle while the clay is still wet to form the hole. It's too hard to do with a drill bit at that stage. It gets messy, so you'll want to use some sort of dowel or a knitting needle. This is a spout maker that you can buy from a ceramic supplier. I use it to soften the holes around the outside and kind of keep them even. That will wrap up this episode of Ceramic Bead Making. Join me next time for Forming by Hand Part 5, when we will make some beads using coils. Thanks for watching.